The families of the hostages killed overseas at the hands of the Islamic State of Iraq and the Levant, or accidentally by U.S. drone strikes in Pakistan, share two things: the horror of their experience and a common complaint. The U.S. government was inept and, in some cases, even threatening.
Be more upfront about what they can and cannot do, or will and will not do. We felt we were in the dark a lot.
This isn't just about the families who've already lost loved ones overseas. White House officials just acknowledged that right now there are more than 30 Americans being held hostage overseas. U.S. President Barack Obama acknowledged the problems. Families ignored, even bullied, threatened with prosecution if they paid ransom. The new policy doesn't explicitly say it's legal for families to pay now. Instead, the White House will only say no family has ever been prosecuted for it. The government will also organize a kind of task force to handle hostages and their families. And the president is also promising more information will be shared. But one thing will not change.
As president, I also have to consider our larger national security. I firmly believe that the United States government paying ransom to terrorists risks endangering more Americans and funding the very terrorism that we're trying to stop. And so I firmly believe that our policy ultimately puts fewer Americans at risk.
But critics say the new policy will do exactly that.
And the concern that I have is that by lifting that long-held principle, you could be endangering more Americans here and overseas.
Ultimately, I think you are likely to at least marginally increase the incentives for people to kidnap Americans.
Asked if they were incentivizing further hostage-taking, White House officials couldn't really answer, instead saying,
"We will not abandon families. We are going to work with them."
Changes that will come too late for these journalists and aid workers. But with more than 30 Americans held hostage, their families now being promised they can focus on fighting to get their family member back and not fighting their own government. Patty Culhane, Al Jazeera, Washington.